Hey guys, Steady here again, back with a video after forever. Yeah, PoE 2 kind of killed my enthusiasm for making videos for a bit, but PoE 1's got an update, so fuck yeah, get amongst it. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear that early in the video, probably get like banned from YouTube or something. Anyway, so I haven't really looked at too much, it's like I've basically had a glance over stuff, but I haven't really read stuff in depth, so what I'm going to do in this video is go over all the classes first, and then just go over the random updates and FAQs and stuff that have come out. So let's check out these Ascendancies. Alright, first one's Daughter of Oshabi, or Ranger. We've got Spell Slinging. Okay, well you have to get this one first. Illuminating Wisp, so +2 to maximum number of Sacred Wisps. And Summons +2. And then Spell Slinger have increased CDR and reduced mana reservation. Right, that's pretty good. Pretty good, if you're a wander. Alright, defenses from equipped body armor are doubled if it has no socketed gems. That can be huge if you like doing like a squire build, I guess, or you're like a spark build and you've got your damage on your gloves, you know, like when you have the 7 link gloves or whatever, however many links it is. Defenses from equipped body armor doubled 60% to all ally rares if equipped helmet has no socketed gems. It's pretty cool for leveling, eh? Oh yeah, you can get it first too. 30% maximum life if you have equipped gloves with no socketed gems, and 30% increased movement speed if you have equipped boots with no socketed gems. Yeah, it's huge for leveling. Also, Calm's Roots buff there, you know. Okay. Oh, and Calm's Heart. There you go. Alright, defenses from Calm's Heart are pretty crap though, so that's not really worth it for that. At 2% increased attack damage per 450 evasion rating, and rare and unique enemies on the minimap. Okay, that's pretty cool. This is like having two dream feathers. So yeah, you can evasion stack and get mad damage from that. All damage inflicts poisons against enemy affected by at least 5 grasping vines, and inflict 1 grasping vine on hit. That's pretty huge actually. All damage poisoning is big. You could have some like elemental self-poison builds and stuff this way as well. You can get super tanky. Interesting, actually. Interesting. Trigger level 20, create Lesser Shrine when you kill an enemy. Okay. There's an initial cooldown. Okay. Gain random shrine buff every 10 seconds. Sweet. Cool. Cool little class there. Alright, Whisperer. We have to go here. We can go. Okay, for this one you have to go. Okay. Oh, there's none actually. Ah, this one. Okay, so this one branches into these two. So an infinite pursuit. Turns map. Intelligence provides no inherent bonus to maximum mana. +1 to maximum mana per dex. +1 per dex. Because that's even better than what int gives you, right? Because what does int give you? Int gives you like what, 5 per 10 or something, right? So it's like half. Wow, okay. 100% of physical damage is taken from mana before life. Adjusts his physical damage too, so that includes damage over time, so it's like bleeding and stuff. 50% increased mana cost of skills. Attack skills have added lightning damage equal to 4% of maximum mana. Interesting as well. Deck stacking. Deck stacking mana stacker. Oh yeah, sweet. I don't know what these little. Anyone know what how I get those stats for these little nodes? Okay, projectiles from attacks fork. Projectiles from attacks can fork 1 additional time. That's good. Increases and reduction of spell damage. Also applied to attacks at 150% of their values. It's like a built-in crown of eyes. 50% increased mana recovery from flasks. Non-instant mana recovery from flasks is also recovered as a life. It's pretty boring, but okay. I guess you don't need life flasks then. But blast flasks will give you more though, right? Anyway. Gain 10 range after spending a total of 200 mana. Cool. Minimum frenzy charges, +4 minimum frenzy charges. Plus 4 to minimum power charges. Plus 1 to max frenzy and power charges. That's cool. Frenzy and power. 50% increased blind effect, 100% increased stealth, blind enemies on hit. Okay, so that means your blind has like a 75% chance to miss rather than 50%. Sweet. And that's Whisperer. It's pretty tricky how they have everything in lowercase. You know, no capitals here because he's whispering. Wildspeaker. Sorry, I don't read the lore because honestly it just doesn't mean anything to me. Sorry if you're a lore head. Okay, so this one turns into this one, so I'll read this in that order. Flash of Teeth. What's this one called? Wildspeaker. Okay, Flash of Teeth. Grants level 30 aspect of the cat skill. Aspect of the cat has no reservation. And then gain up to your maximum number of frenzy and power charges when you gain cat stealth. Plus 1 to frenzy, plus 1 to power charges. Sweet aspect of the cat's like the cast speed and attack speed one, right? Cool. Cool aura. And then, okay, this one turns into this one. So this aspect of the avian. The same thing. This one does 200% increased aspect of the avian buff effect. The avian also grants avian's might and avian's flight to nearby allies. Nearby allies. Does it include yourself? Maybe that includes yourself. Trigger level 20 summon spectral wolf on crit. Minions deal 1% increased damage per 5 decks. Increases in reduction to minion damage also affect you at 150% of their value. Wow. So you can damage stack with decks and just not even have to care about minions. That's crazy. Okay. You and your nearby party members share power, frenzy, and endurance charges with each other. You and nearby allies have Talon. Talon's is huge. Oh, this one looks to this one. Okay, this one looks... I'm clicking a rare monster gain... Oh, yeah, Hate Hunter. Gain one of its modifiers for 20 seconds. Nearby enemies killed by anyone count as being killed by you instead. This is interesting. Oh, actually, this is all linked together. Okay, this is all linked like a circle. Like so you can choose either way. Tailwind or deck stacking. It's interesting. Interesting. Just a ranger minion class. Alright. Antiquarian? Antiquarian? I guess. Alright. Where do we start? I guess I've got three options to start. Okay. Lion Eyes here. Your hits can't be evaded. And reduced dex, 50% reduced dex. Far shot for Lion Eyes bow and Lion Eyes shield. Negative 100 physical damage taken from projectile attacks. Gain 50% chance to block from a quick shield instead of the shield's value. Okay. That's on Goliath Knuckle. You have no intelligence, plus 150 to strength. That'll be good for the Aussies. So they've got that built in. And also 1% increased duration per 10 strength. So increased duration. What is that? What's that on? Like, is that flasks? Is it skills? Is it buffs? If I get this buff, right, for instance, this would read it actually. If I get this buff, gain duration for 10 seconds, can that be scaled by this duration? Not that I really care, because yeah, but that could be like super powerful, depending on what exactly it. Because is it flasks? Can it? Is that so? I can stack like 2500 strength, right, and then have 250% increased duration on my flasks. Is that something that can happen? That would be insane. I'd probably have a mage blade at that point, but that would still be insane. Because like all your friends, it's like I'm having Progenesis on for like, what? How long does Progenesis go for? After quality is like 12 seconds or something, right? So 250% increased duration. I'd be like, it's like 40 seconds or something. Crazy. Alright. This one. Okay. Gain ward instead of 50% of armor and evasion rating from equipped body armor. Wait, is it this one? Yeah, it is this one. And then 100% faster restoration of ward and 100% increased glory wall defenses. Wait, so you can get like increased evasion and stuff out of that. And increased energy shield. Gain adrenaline for 10 seconds when ward breaks. That's huge. Adrenaline's a huge buff. I love getting adrenaline on my characters. Yeah, I'm still thinking about this. Okay. Behemoth. So you have to get this, right? Okay, you have to get this. Rampager. 10% increased character size. Spell skills deal no damage. Your spells are disabled. Melee hits counters rampage kills. Rampage. So Rampage gives you, I think it's 1% increased move speed per 20 Rampage. And the cap's 1000. And 2% increased attack damage per 20 Rampage. And the cap's also 1000, right? So the biggest buff you can get after 1000 hits, if you get to 1000, is like 50% increased move speed and 100% increased damage. Pretty big, but is it worth disabling all your spells? Because auras are spells, right? Like Grace and Precision and Berserk is a spell. Like, you have no auras and you get Rampage. Kind of locked, everything's locked behind that too. Okay, increased attack speed, 1% increased attack speed per fortification, plus 10 to maximum fortification, and oh, actually this is behind this one. Melee hits fortify, regenerate 0.2% of life per second per fortification. Yeah, that's alright. 50% chance if you gain range on hit, you can see to gain up to your maximum rage, plus 15 to maximum rage, so that's like 15% more damage. 50% increased rage cost of skills. Validate skills use yourself cost rage instead of requiring souls. You cannot gain rage during soul gain prevention. That'd be good for some Val skills, I guess. I don't know. Probably. Alright, 10% to unarmed melee attack critical strike chance. Oh, face breaker buff. Your critical strike chance is lucky while on low life. That's pretty huge, because what that means is when something's lucky, it rolls twice, right? So if you have 50% crit chance, it's equivalent to 75% crit chance when you're low life. And like if you have 90%, it's equivalent to like 99%. So yeah, that's huge. Plus 4 mana per 4 strength, power or purpose, which is 8% of maximum mana is converted to twice that much armor. So you're gonna kind of armor stack with your mana, with your strength. So you can strength stack, which gives you a shit ton of flat armor. Because if you get like 2500 strength, it's 2500 flat mana. Then again, you're not gonna really want like percent mana nodes on the tree or anything. I don't know, man. I don't know about that one. Armor also applies to chaos damage taken from hits. 2% increased attack damage per 450 armor. 10% chance to defend with double your armor for each time you've been hit. By enemy up to 30%. 2% increased attack damage per 450 armor. That's like dual wielding replica dream feathers. So you basically can build a armor stacking character around this node, but I don't think you'd really want an armor stacking character without auras, because at the end of the day armor stackers are pretty much just aura stackers, right? So you'd want to get Flesh and Flames and pick another Ascendancy. Right, Ancestral Commander. Actually, did I go through all of this? Yeah, I did. Okay, Ancestral Commander. Okay, where do we start here? I guess we can pick one of these ones. There's just a whole bunch of stuff to that trigger. I don't really know what half these are, to be honest. Spirit of Comb. When a totem dies, roll unique energies in your presence. Okay, so you basically summon a bunch of boring spirits. Cool. Alright. 5 boring spirits. Okay, gain 50% of missing unreserved life before being hit by an enemy. It's strong, very strong, especially against like types, a lot of little hits. 1% maximum number of summoned totems. 20% of damage from hits is taken from your nearest totem's life before you. Okay. Cool for if you're summoning totems. +3 to maximum endurance charges, that's huge. Wait, is that? Okay, so Ancestral Defiance is after that. Okay. Yeah, that's just huge. You can get 7 endurance charges just from like the tree, right? Like your 4. No, yeah, 6. Sorry, 6 from the tree. So 3 from just being a normal dude, and then 3 from the tree, and then another 3. So that's 9 you have, and then you can get possibly another. Depends on what gear you have. You can get 2 from your rings, right? You can get 1 from boots if you corrupt it with +1 endurance charges, or if you've got that there's that one unique boots that has +1 to maximum endurance charges, and then there's a belt with +1 to maximum endurance charges. So you can get 4. I think it's 4. I don't know if there's any shields that do it or anything. I think it's 4. No, you can get 5 because you can get a weapon with +1 to maximum endurance charges as well. So you can get 5 from your gear. So you could end up with 14 endurance charges, which is a shit ton of endurance charges. Remember what endurance charges do, which is 4%. 4%? Pretty sure it's 4% of 4% physical and elemental damage reduction, right? So you get that times 14, it's like 64%. Yeah, both physical and elemental damage reduction. That is a lot. Alright, 30% reduce. I'm probably going to build something around this as well. Action speed cannot be. Okay, tough and skin now. Action speed cannot be modified to below base value. Movement speed cannot be modified to below base value. Armor from equipped body armor is doubled. Yeah, action speed is huge. So that means like you can ignore all the those like slows that don't count as elemental things anymore, or like stuff from Eater of Worlds. You know, that annoying blob. Don't know what it's called. The blob that drowns you. The balls. 30% reduced Warcry speed, 120% increased Warcry cooldown recovery rate. So you cast it slower, but it recovers faster. And then from there, you go here. Nearby corpses explode when you Warcry, dealing 12% of their life as physical damage. Your Warcries open chests, well, it's handy for Blight. Ancestral Reach. Strike skills which target additional enemies can do so from 50% further away. Non-Val strike skills target one additional nearby enemy. That's pretty good. Yep, that's pretty good. Strike skills also target the previous location they were used. So you're doing double damage. Is that what that means? Does that mean just double damage? That'd be pretty massive. Nearby enemies convert 50% of their physical damage to fire. That's big as well. It's like that with that unique belt that does that. I'll probably be building a Bone Shatter character around this Ascendancy for my league start. Alright, Surfcaster. Changing seasons. Wait, let's start at the start. Stormy Seas. 100% of lightning damage converted to cold damage. Your cold damage can shock. Right, and then enemies chilled by your hits lessen their damage dealt by half of chill effect. Enemies chilled by your hits have damage taken increased by chill effect. That's pretty huge. Chill effect, you can really stack that chill effect, and it's so good as well. Okay, all damage taken from hits can chill you. The effect of chill you on you is reversed. Okay, that's huge as well. Self chill is strong. Enemies you kill are shots you inflict spread to other enemies within 1.5 meters. Okay, so bodies are shocking. And you can also create the shock yourself, right? Because you can Worm's Molt. 50% chance to freeze enemies for 1 second when they hit you. Enemies you freeze remain frozen for at least 1 second. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool defensive thingy. You're touched by a tormented illegal fisherman, granting 20% increased damage, 30% increased attack speed, 30% increased cast speed, and 30% increased movement speed. That's a lot of increases. Movement speed's huge. All hits are critical strikes while holding a fishing rod. Is there any fishing rods with good stats though? I don't think so. Maybe like you hold the fishing rod and then you use something else, like a spell or something? That just says hits, right? I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. 50% more cast speed while holding a fishing. I guess you are doing a spell then. 30% to the cold and lightning resistances. Critical strike chances increased by overcap lightning resist. Evasion rating is increased by overcap cold resist. Evasion rating is increased by overcap cold resist. So that's like a grasping mail, body armor. That's pretty big. Yep. Alright, Servant of Arakaali. Silk Dancer. Now let's start again. Okay, yeah. Thread Spinner. Grants level 30 aspect of the spider skill. Aspect of the spider has no reservation. That's the thing that like slows people down and puts a web on them, right? Makes them take more damage or something. Enemies affected by a spider web deal 15% reduced damage. Enemies affected by a spider's webs have negative 15 to all resistances, so it includes chaos res. Gain 30% of physical damage, extra chaos damage while at maximum power charges, so 30% more damage. 20% chance to gain a power charge on hitting an enemy affected by a spider web, so it's only like power charge on crit. Grants level 15 envy skill, envy has no reservation. Grants level 20 penance mark. Trigger level 20 ray spiders on kill. Minions have, Minions have 50% chance to poison enemies on hit. Minions have 10% chance to inflict withered. And ray spiders on kill, which is, that's huge, right? That's like an Arakaali's Fang. But Arakaali's Fang's only like level 1, right? But you can't support it. I don't think that really matters if it's level 20. Minions have 5% to critical strike multiplier per withered debuff on enemy. Minion's base attack critical strike chance is equal to critical strike chance of your main hand weapon. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, blind prophet. Where's the start here? Yeah? Or here. Do you have to get this one? Sightless. It is. You do have to get this one. Okay. Base critical strike chance for attached weapon is 12%. You are blind. Well, you want to be blind. And then you can go off in all sorts of directions. Directionless. Projectiles have 50% chance to return to your projectile file in random directions. So this is like a this is just like a half animus. Skills fire 2 additional projectiles. It's pretty big. Non-area curses you inflict are not removed from dying enemies. Enemies near corpses affected by your curses are blinded. Enemies killed near corpses affected by your curses explode, doing 5% of their life as physical damage. 50% chance to gain elusive on critical strike. Elusive is removed from you at 50% effect. Okay. Okay, so you've always got a strong elusive on you. And, well, you're gonna get a strong elusive on you. You have to wait for it to go down to like super low effect. Your curse limit is equal to your maximum power charges. Oh, okay. 5% increased maximum life per abyss jewel affecting you. 5% increased maximum mana per abyss jewel affecting you. Yeah. Trigger level 30 shade when hit. 30% increased skill effect duration. Interesting. You are blind. Yeah, I don't know about the being blind thing though, you know? Seems like a bit of a nerf. I hope it doesn't like fully make your sight, like your lights around you lower as well. That would suck. Alright, Harbinger. The blue boys. I really wanted to be a Harbinger because I always found them, right? So but I don't know how good the skills are because I just say stuff like, you know, summon greater Harbinger of the Arcane skill. Like, what the fuck is that? I have no idea what that even means, you know. So we'll see. 2% increase energy shield recovery rate, 2% increase mana recovery rate. Yeah, pretty boring. And then some other. Summon greater Harbinger of the Arcane skill. So I guess you summon a Harbinger. 100% increase area effect of Hex skills. Temporal Chains has no reservation of cast as an aura. Pretty cool. Immune to curses while channeling. Unaffected by chill while channeling. Unaffected by shock while channeling. So you could like cycling around, right? It'd be fine to never get shocked or chilled or cursed. Buffs on you expire 30% slower. Debuffs on you expire 30% faster. Grant summon greater Harbinger of focus skill. So you got 2 summon Harbinger. Oh, you got 3. Grant summon greater Harbinger of time skill. And a 40% increased cooldown recovery rate. Okay. So you got 3 different types of Harbingers to summon. That'll be good to see if they're good. You get to fly and be blue? Sweet. That's pretty cool. Alright. And when you get to fly, does that mean you can go over terrain, like go over cliffs? And that'd be cool if you can. Alright. Where do we start here? This one? Coming Calamity. What is this one called? Herald. It's a witch. So it's Harbinger. Harbinger's also a witch, by the way. These ones are shadows. Alright. We'll get to witch and we got Jewel's Temper or something. Okay. So Herald. Coming Calamity. Your oral skills are disabled. 200% increase mana evasive. Oh, this is the Herald one, is it? I should have known by the title. 200% increase mana reservation efficiency of Herald skills. And then you got a whole bunch of choices here. 75% to chaos resistance while affected by Herald of Agony. Herald of Agony has a 100% increased buff effect. Herald of Thunder has 100% increased buff effect, plus 5 to maximum lightning resistance. Herald of Ash has 100% increased buff effect, plus 5% to max fire. Herald of Ice has 100% increased buff effect, plus 5% to maximum cold. Herald of Purity have 100% buff effect, 50% increased PDR. Interesting. 50% additional PDR is huge. 2% chance to gain elemental conflicts for 4 seconds when you kill an enemy. Gain additional elemental damage reduction equal to half your chaos resistance. Maximum endurance, frenzy, and power charges is 0. 5% to critical strike chance of Herald skills. Herald skills have 50% increased area of effect. Plus 2 to number of... Sorry, my headphone just randomly turned itself off. Plus 2 to maximum number of Sentinels of Purity. 25 to maximum virulence. Minion deals 66% increased damage while you're affected by Herald. Plus 1 to all Herald skill gems. Alright, so Herald stacker. Bog Shaman. Bog Shaman. Alright. Sanguine power. Removes all energy shield, gain maximum life instead of maximum energy shield from equipped armor items. -3 maximum life per level. I guess that's pretty big for life stacking. -20% to all elemental resistances. That includes chaos. No, it doesn't, because it says elemental. To all elemental resistances. Not chaos. Plus 50% increased projectile speed, 50% increased aero effect, 50% increased skillet effect duration. Okay, that's pretty big. Lose 5% of life per second if you've been hit recently. 40% more damage over time. That's big as too. That's big as well. 5% of life per second is no big deal. Skills. Hang on, let's go to the start here. Okay. Nearby enemies have malediction. 30% increased reservation efficiency of cursed aura skills. Sweet. So you get like a free malediction. Nice. Skills gain a base life cost equal to 25% of the base mana cost. As far as you cast yourself, gain added physical damage equal to 80% of life cost. If life cost is not higher than the maximum you could spend. So you could yeah, 25%. 80%, so you get added physical damage. And that spells you cast. Okay, so it's only for spells. So you want to like stack up the cost of the spell and it increases the fizz damage you get, the flat fizz damage you get on it. Sweet. And this one, your skills deal you 100% of mana spent on upfronts. Skill mana cost as physical damage. Skills gain added chaos damage equal to 40% of mana cost if mana cost is not higher than the maximum you could spend. Okay, so you can get like fizz and chaos damage on a spell. Cool. Grants level 20 pacify skill. Enemies pacified you take 30% increased damage. Pacify curses all targets in the area, having no effect at first, but cause them to deal no damage once 60% of the curse's duration has expired. Okay. Wow. Nearby enemies chaos resistance is 0. Chaos resistance is 0. That's similar to a original sin. See, obviously the original sin doesn't reduce your chaos resistance to 0. Good for a CI character. 100% chance to be poisoned. 5% to all maximum resistance while poisoned. You cannot be poisoned while there are at least 5 poisons on you. Well, it would have been a good self-poison thing, but the fact that you can only have 5 poisons on you is not that great. Cool. Alright, duelist. Gambler. Right. Risky exploit. Negative 25% to all elemental resistances. 50% chance for elemental resistance to count as being 90% against enemy hits. Okay. 2% chance for it to count as being 90%. I don't know about, yeah. I don't know about how useful that is. Hits have 50% chance to treat enemy monster elemental resistance as inverted. Yeah, that's good. Damage of enemies hitting you is unlucky while you're on low life. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So unlucky works the opposite way of lucky. Well, the same way lucky does. Except it rolls it twice and it takes the lesser damage. So having enemies unlucky while hitting you means that it's way harder for them to crit, because like a base chance for an enemy to crit is 5%, right? And so there's a 95% chance they won't crit you. So if they're unlucky hitting you, that means they have to hit the 5% twice to be lucky, like to actually crit you. So this is almost crit immunity. So that's like if you're so that's because what's 95%? What's 5% of 5%? It's a pretty small number, right? It's going to be like less than 1%. It's going to be way less than 1%. Basically, crit immune. Right. Chance to block spell damage is unlucky. Chance to block attack damage is lucky. And opposite. So I guess you have to choose one. Chance to block spell damage is lucky. Chance to block attack damage is unlucky. Same thing, it just rolls twice. And critical strike chance is lucky. Damage with hits is unlucky. But, yeah, I mean, I guess if you got a ton of like crit multiplier, then it doesn't really matter what the damage of your hit is, unless you're doing lightning damage, and that would suck. But if you've got like a real small spread of your hit damage, then it'll be fine. 15%. Oh, this is actually behind. 15% chance to deal triple damage. 30% chance to deal double damage. Deal 25% less damage. Okay, so 15% chance to deal triple damage is 45% more damage. 30% chance to deal double damage is 30% more damage. So you're getting 75% more damage. And it says 25% less damage. So you're basically doing 50% more damage with this node. 50% chance to avoid elemental ailments. 50% chance to avoid being stunned. Cool. Right, Paladin. Anointed Champion. Alright, actually let's start with this one. Okay. Grants level 30 Discipline, grants level 30 Determination, grants level 30 Grace. I mean that's just cool, but you can't put a link and a light into them, so yeah. But level 30 Determination Grace is pretty big. Level 30 Discipline I don't think is so effective. Like it's not a whole lot more energy shield, I don't think. You have consecrated ground around you while stationary. Effects of consecrated ground will linger for 4 seconds. That's just like the Inquisitor Ascendancy. 25% chance to trigger level 20 summon elemental relic when you or a nearby ally kill an enemy or hit a rare or unique enemy. Alright, sweet. Nearby enemies take 25% increased elemental damage. Enemies taunted by you take 20% increased damage. Enemies taunted by you deal 20% less damage with hits and ailments against other targets. All cries have infinite power. Curses are inflicted on you instead of linked targets. 40% increased effect of non-curse auras from your skills where you have a linked target. Plus 5 to level of all link skill gems. Lose no experience when you die because a linked target died. Magic utility flasks apply to have 40% increased effect. Non-unique utility flasks used apply to linked targets. Yeah, it's huge. Cool. Aristocrat. Alright, so we got 3 things here. Oh, do you have to choose this one first? Was that the deal? I think so. So you straight up gain 5 passive skill points, which is better than a kick in the teeth. And then, okay, the passive. Hang on, do they show the passives for anything else? No, they don't really. So I wonder if all these small passives grant one. I guess they must do, right? Because they're all the same. Grant 1 passive skill points. That's cool. So you get that's 6 right there, right? Well, 6 just to get that. And then after that you'll get another 3. So you'll get 9 extra passive points. Just for this, okay. Alright. And let's read these in order. Cannot be shot if intelligence is higher than strength. 30% increased intelligence. Good for instackers. Cannot be ignited if strength is higher than dex. 30% increased strength. Cannot be frozen if dex is higher than intelligence. 30% increased dex. So it's just stackers. Items and gems have 25% reduced attribute requirements. 5% increased damage with 5 of your lowest attribute. That's good if you're stacking multiple stats. Plus 1 to level of all skill gems. Plus 3 to level of all non-exceptional support gems. Plus 50% quality of all skill gems. Sweet. Could go on instacker with this one. Get like int that 1, 2, int that. And then get plus 1 to all skill gems. And then get the quality 1, I think. I think the quality would be a lot better than the level of the supports. Depending on your skill though. Right. Where do we start here? Start down here. Remove all energy shield. This is called Architect of Chaos Templar. Remove all energy shield. Life that would be lost by taking damage is instead reserved until you take no damage to life for 1 second. Okay. Everlasting Sacrifice, Shepherd of Souls. Don't know what that is. 30% increased Bow skill effect duration. Bow skills require 50% reduced souls per use. Nice. Okay. It's cool for like Val Lightning Strike or something. Plus 3 level of all Val skill gems. And this one is 8% increased maximum life for each corrupted item equipped. 12% increased maximum energy shield for each corrupted item equipped. Negative 4% to all resistances for each corrupted item equipped. Yeah, it could be good for life stacking. Or hybrid, I guess. 50% reduce soul gain prevention duration. 286, that's a random number. 286% increased Val skill critical strike chance. Skills cost life instead of mana, and skills reserve life instead of mana. 100% increased life preservation efficiency of skills. That could be interesting. Okay, so yep. Polytheist. Devout of Guru Khan. 100% increase evasion rating while moving. Evasion rating. Immune to burning, ground shock, ground chill, ground. Regenerate 4% of life per second while moving. 100% increase mana regeneration rate while moving. It's cool if you like cycling or something. Alright. Hereby enemies are blinded. 100% increased critical strike chance against blinded enemies. Enemies blinded by you have 100% reduced critical strike chance. Burning Hoofprints. Triggers level 20 Aberrath Fury. Cool. Hex Reflection. Your hexes can affect hexproof enemies. Immune to reflected damage. Handy. Hex Reflection's huge as well. Spells fire 2 additional projectiles. No other spells cast at the target location instead of around you. Okay. +3 to minimum endurance, frenzy, and power charges. That's pretty good. 300 to maximum life. Regenerate 8% of life per second. Spell skills deal no damage. Your spell skills are disabled. Okay. Means no auras, right? Or is it skills? Spells. Your spells are disabled. Yeah, so it means no auras. 10% to max cold rays cannot be frozen. Enemies you've hit recently have 100% reduced life regeneration rate. 30% more maximum attack damage. Okay. Cool. Puppeteer. Hex Wearer. You can apply an additional curse. Hex is transferred to all enemies within 3 meters when hexed enemy dies. Nearby enemy monsters have at least 20. Oh, hang on, this is after this one. Gain 20% of maximum life as extra maximum energy shield. Minions gain 20% of maximum life as extra maximum energy shield. Nearby enemy monsters have at least 20% of life reserve. Okay. Yeah, so they just have 20%. Yeah. So I guess it's kind of like doing 20% more damage unless they've got like regen. Your minion spirit caustic ground on death, dealing 30% of their maximum life as chaos damage per second. Caustic ground probably. Half your strength is added to your minions, 25% increased strength. For each For each nearby corpse, 1% increased movement speed. Ray zombie does not require a corpse. Your ray zombies count as corpses. +4 to level of all raised zombie gems, 25% increased raised zombie size. Okay, I've got a big idea for this one. Weapons you animate, create an additional copy. Animate Guardian deals 25% increased damage per animated weapon. Animated minions melee attacks deal splash damage to surrounding targets. Defensive items attached to animated Guardian still apply to animated weapons. Okay. Animated Guardian stuff. Okay. Basic. Increase movement speed. Okay. Yeah, this could be a big. This could be a big body swap. Body swap Ascendancy actually. Yeah, could try that. Alright, Scavenger. This is a Scion one. Alright, so I guess you just choose one of these. Yes. Oh, hang on, because how many points is this? I don't know. Anyway. 50% of damage taken recouped as life. Debusting your expire 50% faster. That's a lot of recoup. 40% of physical damage from hits taken as fire damage. That's okay. That doesn't mean bleed. 20% increased movement speed when on full life. Damage of enemies hitting you is unlucky while you're on full life. 80% increased global evasion rating when on full life. Yeah, this is a fucking good, nice one, man. Damage of enemies hitting you is unlucky while you're on full life, so you could always be on full life if you're like CI, for instance. So that means like, yeah, you're crit immune pretty much. 80% increased global evasion and increased movement speed. That's a good one. Chaos damage taken does not bypass energy shield, Chevrons. Yeah, that's good as well. 40% increased effective shrine buffs on you. You have lesser brutal and lesser massive. Yes. Yeah. There's some huge Huge Ascendancies. Tainted Pack. Taking damage over time heals you instead while leeching life. Wow, you can get Tainted Pack now without having to get Tainted Pack. Without having to give up your Ami slot. That's really... What else are you giving up though? Modifies the number of projectiles instead apply to the number of targets projectiles split towards. Skills fire 2 additional projectiles. Isn't that like... Oh, I was going to say, isn't it like Fury Valve? Let's call it. Okay, yeah. Okay, they'll record the unique names. Okay, cursed enemies cannot inflict elemental ailments on you. You have Scorching Conflux while Brittle Conflux, Saving Conflux for your own highest attributes are equal. Cannot ignite Chill, Freeze, or Shock. Gain Adrenaline for 5 seconds on kill. Chaos damage can ignite Chill and Shock. Yeah, that's nice. Alright. 50% increased Light Radius Battle Mage. 0.5% of spell damage leached as life if equipped shield has at least 30% chance to block. 1% to maximum energy shield per 5 armor on equipped shield. 5 to armor per 5 evasion rating on equipped shield. 20 plus 20 to evasion rating per 5 maximum energy shield on equipped shield. Plus 3 to the maximum number of phantasms, plus 1 to specters, plus 2 to zombies, plus 2 to skellies, plus 3 to summon raging spirits. Enemies you kill have a 30% chance to explode and a quarter of their maximum life as chaos damage. 25% spell damage per power charge, plus 1 to maximum power charges. 25% physical damage converted to fire damage, 25% of, compared to fizz damage converted to fire, cold and lightning. Elemental ailments you inflict are reflected back to you. Sweet. And this last one is 2% increased area effect per 25 rampage kills. Gain a frenzy charge on every 50th rampage kill. Rampage. Insufficient mana doesn't prevent your melee attacks. Your physical damage can chill. Gain 20% of weapon physical damage as extra damage of each element. Okay, so you get like 20-20-20. Nice. Cutting strike against burning enemies. Gain a frenzy charge if an attack ignites an enemy. Your physical damage can shock. 20% increased area effect for attacks. Trigger level 20 Task Force chosen when you attack with a non-val slam or strike enemy near an enemy. Interesting. Okay, so I've got to look into this because this Tainted Pack Ascendancy is super interesting to me. Although I don't think you can get it till a while because you have to get this one first, right? 1, 2. I'm hoping you can pick one from each. But these, I don't know. The way it's got 2 in between is kind of scary. So there's 1, 2, and then you pick one. So is that 3, and then 3, and then you get. So 3, and then 3, and then you get to choose out of 2 of them, or 3 of them rather than 4. So you might be able to choose that one, and that one, but you can't get to that one. I think that might be. Wait. Yeah, so or you can do it the other way. Go that one, and that one. But if you choose one of these, you can never choose one of the other ones. Is that how it works? That's what it looks like to me, but I might be wrong. Blah blah rewards. 20, 40, 60, and 80. Get some armor. Nice. Get some Twitch drops. I'll have that turned on. So watch my stream. Alright. Will it be run on all platforms? Yes. Can I play my existing character? No. Can I change my Ascendancy class? Yes. Will I receive multiple Autumn Night armor sets? No. When will I receive a piece of armor set? Automatically. Will you consider extending the event? 1 month feels like not enough time. We'll consider it. Will ongoing Necro Settlers event end when it begins? Yes. Okay. So that's that done. Yeah, I'm probably going to make a Bone Shatter character based around Ancestral Commander, but I want to have a little bit of a look into Scion first, because I probably can do some wacky shit with that. Also Puppeteer, I could make a sick body swap build with the zombies. Okay, well, that was this in-game specialization system. Okay, so this replaces the Atlas tree. Alright, you get these. Okay. Magic idols. They look like this. Okay. I just want one with Harbingers on it. Show me one with Harbingers on it. Okay. Pretty drastic change. It's been fun to talk about. One of the main is that it leads to 2 minutes, but relies on you finding items. On the other hand, it leads to a layer of excitement to the end game. Not okay. So you can keep these forever. They've got no like limited users. Is that true? That's pretty cool then. So scarabs can fuck off. Is that what that's saying? Or do you still have scarabs? Oh, we do have scarabs because it's got 5 slots here. Okay, so we still got scarabs, but it's just this replaces the tree. Blah blah blah. A lot more certain things. Not to have all instances on monsters with the highest possible tier. You can find. Okay. I really want something with Harbingers on here. Given how this is an opportunity for us to blah blah blah. Quality of life. Okay, cool. They got some updates. Oh, this must be an older one then. Okay, blah blah blah. Oh, just saying stuff. Okay, whatever. Last week, bosses have discovered a supplier and he's selling them on the black market. Okay, so you can buy idols, you can gamble for idols. Okay, cool. Show me a Harbinger one. What is this? Ultimatum. Okay. Alright. And last one. Oh, okay. Ascendancy. Additional information. Puppeteer. Riding might will stack with. I don't know what that means. Harbingers can now be used alongside Harbingers. Okay. Harbingers have shorter cooldowns. Notable that granted bonuses while channeling now grants 30% of non-chaos damage taken, bypasses energy shield. Gain 20% of max mana as X maximum energy shield, and 10% of max life as X maximum energy shield. Good for a hybrid character. Herald. For each element you've been hit by damage of recently, 20% reduced damage taken of that element. And elemental damage recouped as life. Cocoa Flames now grants 40% of physical damage taken as fired. Okay, so they've taken off the damage from hits, so it does affect bleed. 1% increased skill effect duration per 10 strength. I thought that was what it was before anyway. Oh, it's skill effect duration, not just duration. Aha! So that's not plus. And everything. It's just your skills. Okay then. That makes more sense. Idols drop identified? No. Idols have item level? Yes. Will the items class remains part of the base game? No. Cool. Alright. Well, looks like a pretty cool league. I'm going to have a little think and then I'll come out with a league start guide, probably based on a Bone Shadow character, but maybe a Wacky Scion character. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe if you want, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you.